So, like what I have just now told you, inductive effect is nothing but development of permanent polarization in a chain of carbon atoms in various compounds. There are certain groups like fluorine atom, chlorine atom, nitro group, cyanide group, aldehyde group, carboxylic group, which have tendency to pull the electron density towards themselves, means they will develop what we call as, they will produce polarity, but they will make the carbon chain electron deficient. And also just now I have told you that alkyl groups attached to chain of carbon atoms as a substituent, they have capacity to release the electron density, means alkyl groups, methyl group, ethyl group, propyl group, they show positive inductive effect. Now, how they show positive inductive effect, how they make available electron density, how these are examples of, in what way these are examples of negative inductive effect can be judged easily, because fluorine is more electronegative, nitro group, this is a group of 3 atoms which are more electronegative. So, their ultimate effect will be pulling the electron density towards themselves, developing partial charges, polarity. Alkyl groups release the electron density away from them. Actually, if we consider separately a CH bond in any compound, a CH bond, the electronegativity difference is very small, it is 0.4, because carbon electronegativity is very close to 2.5, hydrogen atom electronegativity is close to 2.1, so difference is 0.4. In covalent bond, electronegativity difference is expected to be at least 0.7, so that it will give rise to partial charges which are considerable, which can have some effect on properties. But this 0.4 difference, which is very small, is negligible, and therefore, CH bond practically we say that it is non-polar. Theoretically, or as compared to chlorine molecule, hydrogen molecule, it is polar, because chlorine Cl2, just now I have told you, the electronegativity difference between the two same atoms is 0, slight shifting, no slight shifting, perfect covalent, equal sharing. Here there will be slight shifting, but it is such a slight, for such a less difference in electronegativity. But what happens is this, if suppose that methyl group is attached to a chain of carbon atoms, methyl group, we are considering this group, 0.4 electronegativity difference. If we consider a separate CH bond, it is very small. But if we consider the cumulative action, the total action, collective action of all the 3 CH bonds, slight shifting of shared pair between carbon and hydrogen towards carbon, slight shifting of this shared pair between carbon and hydrogen towards this carbon, slight shifting of shared pair towards carbon between this CH bond, difference 0.4, carbon is 2.5, hydrogen is 2.1. So, the collective effect of these 3 CH bonds becomes considerable, and therefore, electron density at this carbon, slight shifting from hydrogen to carbon, such 3 CH bonds, slight shifting of shared pair between CH towards carbon, because of these 3 CH bonds will result in increase in electron density at this carbon. and therefore, the electron density from hydrogen towards carbon will increase, and therefore, carbon will have tendency to release the electron density away from it. This is how I can explain that methyl group is an example of positive inductive effect. So, this methyl group attached to carbon in a compound will release the electron density, will make available the electron density to others away from it. We can consider ethyl group and we can compare ethyl, the positive inductive effect capacity of ethyl group with methyl group. Here, since I have shown valency incomplete, means here is a chain of carbon, certain groups are attached, inductive effect. Now, similar explanation, CH bond, slight shifting of the shared pair towards carbon because of these two CH bonds. Now, these three CH bonds will increase the electron density in the area of this carbon. Because of this carbon, means this methyl group will release the electron density towards this carbon, and there are extra two CH bonds. So, overall electron density increase at this carbon because of two CH bonds and one methyl group is more, and therefore, overall capacity of this entire ethyl group to release the electron density away from it, to make available electron density to other atom or group will be more than this methyl group. So, if we apply this logic, positive inductive effect as the number of carbon atoms in the alkyl group increases, positive inductive effect in alkyl group will increase with increase in number of carbon atoms. Means what? As I have just explained you, the positive inductive effect, the electron releasing capacity of ethyl group is more than methyl group. This logic, if it is applied, if it is a butyl group, in short, let me write in this fashion, C4H9, the plus I effect order butyl group, it will be greater than propyl group, than ethyl group, and last will be methyl group. So, as the number of carbon atoms in the alkyl group goes on increasing, the electron releasing capacity goes on increasing, means I can say that positive inductive effect will go on increasing. There are some other examples of positive inductive effect we can discuss in short later on, because alkyl group is most important among those, and we will consider few examples. We will consider the applications of inductive effect, means what effect does this inductive effect have on some of the properties. Now, solubility rule, already I have written solubility rule. A general statement is known to many, like dissolves in like dissolves in like. Many take it in a wrong way, as if organic in organic and inorganic are soluble in inorganic. It should not be taken in that way actually. Like dissolves in like means polar is soluble in polar, non-polar is soluble in non-polar. It is very simple. And the mechanism of that, just I will explain it to you. Polar in polar and non-polar in non-polar, like dissolves in like, solubility rule. Normally we say that alcohols are soluble in water. The alcohols which we normally consider in our study like methyl alcohol, ethyl alcohol, propyl alcohol, they are soluble in water, but it is not that. Actually, lower alcohols are soluble in water. Okay. Means lower alcohols are soluble in water. Why? You have to consider it first. And then why not higher alcohols? That will automatically become the part of the explanation. Let us take very simple example, methyl alcohol. In short, I can write in this fashion, methyl alcohol. Now, this methyl alcohol is highly soluble in water. Why? Like dissolves in like, polar in polar, OH bond, oxygen is more electronegative. The shared pair between O and H will get slightly shifted towards oxygen atom, delta negative charge on oxygen atom, delta positive charge on hydrogen atom. So, OH bond in methyl alcohol is polar. When it is mixed with water, what will happen? Now, OH bond in water is also polar. Both the bonds I will explain by considering one bond. Shared pair, since two atoms electronegativity difference is large, unequal sharing of shared pair, slight shifting of this shared pair towards more electronegative oxygen atom, delta negative oxygen, delta positive hydrogen, delta positive hydrogen. So, because of this alcohol molecule, let me write one more molecule, methyl alcohol example I have taken. In short, methyl alcohol, water molecule, delta negative oxygen, delta positive hydrogen, delta negative oxygen, delta positive hydrogen. So, they get when water and methyl alcohol are mixed, they get rearranged, and since OH bond in methyl alcohol and also OH bond in water both are polar, delta positive hydrogen of methyl alcohol and delta negative oxygen of oxygen, delta negative oxygen of water molecule, delta positive hydrogen of OH bond in methyl alcohol, there will be electrostatic force of attraction between opposite charges, although they are partial charges, electrostatic force of attraction, Coulombic force of attraction between opposite charges, and this force of attraction will result in keeping the molecules together, and this is the reason it can be shown in this way. This is just electrostatic force of attraction between the opposite charges, force of attraction between the atoms because of opposite charges. Therefore, it is shown by using such lines. It is not a chemical bond, it is just electrostatic force of attraction. Therefore, it is shown by such lines. Same type of electrostatic force of attraction between delta positive hydrogen of water and delta negative oxygen of methyl alcohol is present here. Same type of Coulombic force of attraction, electrostatic force of attraction between delta positive hydrogen of methyl alcohol and delta negative oxygen of water. So, because of this we can say dipole interaction, methyl alcohol is soluble in water. Now, in this specific case, this dipole interaction, this is a general terminology applicable to many examples. HCl molecule, it was also polar. Okay. In this specific case, the dipole interaction is called as hydrogen bonding. hydrogen bonding. It is electrostatic force of attraction, it is not a chemical bond, but this is more effective dipole-dipole interaction, and therefore, it is called as hydrogen bonding through hydrogen. The dipole-dipole interaction through hydrogen, hydrogen on one side is covalently bonded and on other side it is electrostatically attracted. Hydrogen on one side is covalently bonded and on other side it is electrostatically attracted. Same pattern repeats, and therefore, this dipole-dipole interaction, which in this case, if it is through hydrogen, it is called as hydrogen bonding, because this dipole-dipole interaction is more powerful as compared to other dipole-dipole interactions, the dipole-dipole interaction through hydrogen. So, henceforth, we will call this as hydrogen bonding. So, because of this hydrogen bonding, alternate arrangement of methyl alcohol and water, methyl alcohol is soluble in water. This is how we can explain why methyl alcohol and water are soluble, although methyl alcohol is organic compound. Methyl alcohol is soluble in organic solvents, benzene, ether, because of this part methyl group, but it is also soluble in water because of such hydrogen bonding. Now, methyl alcohol is soluble in water, just I have told you. What will happen to ethyl alcohol, propyl alcohol, and what will happen if the number of carbon atoms in alkyl group go on increasing? Let us consider that. Ethyl alcohol is also soluble in water. Ethanol, IUPAC name. The reason is similar, same actually. The very reason just now I had explained you for methyl alcohol. Hydrogen bonding, OH bond is polar of ethyl alcohol, water OH bond of H2O is already polar, and therefore, hydrogen bonding is present, and this alternate dipole-dipole interaction through hydrogen, we have decided to label it as hydrogen bonding because of this hydrogen bonding. This hydrogen bonding, we call it as intermolecular hydrogen bonding, hydrogen bonding between among the molecules, one molecule and another molecule. Hydrogen bonding part again separately I am going to discuss intermolecular hydrogen bonding, intramolecular hydrogen bonding. So, let us keep that aside for a moment. Ethyl alcohol is soluble in water, same reason, but if you compare the solubility of ethyl alcohol in water to solubility of methyl alcohol in water, what will be the case? Solubility of ethyl alcohol in H2O is less than methyl alcohol. Instead of ethyl alcohol, if you take propyl alcohol or butyl alcohol, butyl it can be any isomer, I have just written the molecular formula, N-butyl, isobutyl, tertiary butyl. There are 4 butyls, that is again a separate part. As the number of carbon atoms go on increasing, methyl alcohol, ethyl alcohol, propyl, then butyl, the plus I effect of ethyl alcohol, ethyl group in ethyl alcohol is more than plus I effect of methyl group in methyl alcohol. Earlier I have told you the plus I effect, positive inductive effect of propyl group will be greater than ethyl, The positive inductive effect means the positive inductive effect of this butyl group will be highest among the 4. Methyl I have not written. So, plus as the plus I effect increases, what will happen? As the plus I effect as compared to methyl group, I am comparing ethyl group with methyl group. As compared to methyl, the plus I effect of ethyl is more. So, because of that, this polarity of OH bond in ethyl alcohol will decrease. How? Oxygen is more electronegative. It has tendency to pull the shared pair between O and H towards itself. That is why it is polar, polar in polar, that is why it is soluble in water. But if plus I effect of alkyl group goes on increasing from methyl to ethyl, ethyl to propyl, propyl to butyl, as the plus I effect goes on increasing, if electron density because of positive inductive effect of alkyl group, if the electron density from alkyl group because of plus I effect is available at oxygen, electron density from alkyl group is released from alkyl group towards oxygen in OH bond, means to certain extent the electron density, the requirement of electron density of oxygen, oxygen is more electronegative. If to certain extent the want of electron density, the requirement of electron density, if it is fulfilled by alkyl group, oxygen will pull this electron density less towards itself. If this light shifting decreases because of positive inductive effect, because electron density from this alkyl group is available to oxygen, therefore, oxygen will pull less. If it pulls less, the polarity will be less. If the polarity is less, hydrogen bonding will decrease and solubility will decrease. And therefore, what we see is that methyl alcohol to ethyl alcohol, ethyl alcohol to propyl up to butyl, the solubility of alcohols in water decreases, and after that it is almost insoluble. That is why in butyl alcohol again I can say as compared to methyl, as compared to ethyl, as compared to propyl, the plus I effect is highest among the 4, and because of that the polarity which is developed, the polarity will be negligible. Polarity of OH group in butyl alcohol is negligible. So, as the number of carbon atom further goes on increasing, alcohol of 5 carbon atoms, alcohol of 6 carbon atoms, the polarity of OH group decreases because of positive inductive effect of alkyl group, and therefore, the reason because of which alcohols, lower alcohols are soluble in water, that reason will vanish, this hydrogen bonding, and therefore, lower alcohols are soluble in water and higher alcohols are step by step the solubility decreases and higher alcohols are not soluble in water. So, this is how the inductive effect concept can be applied to explain the solubility of alcohol in water.